Hey guys, it's Cugsly and welcome back to another video. So this is my dream log number 2, which I had last night. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit of a weird one. So I'm just gonna jump right into it while I work on adding in some debugging stuff for the Mahjong game. So I had this dream that there was like the zombie apocalypse and I was in like this warehouse. And I remember I learned the value of friendship. It was really weird. I was with like this group of people, and I learned not to abandon my friends and to help them through thick and thin. But then I immediately abandoned them because zombies were coming, and I'm like, "We need to go." And they're like, "I can't, my leg." And I'm like, "Well, I guess you're gonna die." So, oh my, that is loud. So I run away, and it's kind of shitty, not gonna lie. I run away into this other part of the warehouse. And I swear the weirdest thing happens. I go in there and I'm hiding from the zombies, and this like Chinese mafia decides that they wanted to chill out in the warehouse where I am too, and they wanted to kill me because they're the Chinese mafia. And I'm like, oh well, huh, that sucks. But luckily, I had a friend who was a redneck and he had a shotgun. I feel like that's a bit stereotypical, but I mean, honestly, coming from a family of people from down south, I can confirm that shotguns are a common thing among family members. So I was there, and this Chinese mafia, they completely underestimated the power of Southern folks and shotguns because they did not last very long. And so the mafia ended up, there was a shootout, and I was able to weasel my way out of that. And I'm like, oh well, I'm out. I hit one of them with a lamp first, though. That was fun. And then another one with a can, like it was just a can. Oh, okay, let's check. Pardon? Um, two, pardon? Uh, pardon? Is that where the, huh? Oh, nope, that is two. So yeah, there was a shootout and I hit one of them with a lamp. Then I escaped, and I went to the next stream because it was just a sudden shift. Pardon me one moment, please. Live blowing nose. I know, rare occurrence. Heard me blow my nose live. You heard it here first, folks. But yeah, so let's see here. Why are none of the pardon? Hold on a moment. What is? Oh, I only changed it for this one. Wait a second. So if that is D, right? Or one of those, then it should be going to A. Oh, well then you're a liar. That should be this one, shouldn't it? Whatever. So, on to the next stream. I was this guy in like a southwestern farm. Watch it. Stay still. Pardon? Are we gonna You know, you're still what? Okay. So yeah, I was in the southwestern farm, and I swear it was the weirdest thing because I was a werewolf suddenly. And that was kind of odd. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little weird. I was just chilling out, and the full moon came out, and I'm like, oh no, I'm growing a mullet. And I started growing a mullet, and I was terrified. And I was a monstrosity. I was a monster. And so I hide in the darkness, and the town folks, they come out and they're like, oh, well, that's weird, we sent some mullet afoot. And I'm freaking out because I'm like, dear God, they're gonna find my secret. And so I run off into the mountains, and there's this random ham. I mean, a real it was a pork butt, like a pork shoulder, pork butt. I mean, they call them pork shoulder or pork butt, but they're the same thing. So does that mean that their shoulders are their butts? But point is, I find it and I'm like, oh, I have a mullet. I'm a werewolf. I feel like it's just the right thing to do. So I start eating it because I'm hungry, and I'm like, wow, this is rotten. Let me continue eating it, and because I'm starving. And so I eat this. I eat this pork shoulder, this big beefy pork butt, and there's a problem there. And I'm satiated, but then the townsfolk come by. That doesn't even compute. Why did you stop? And so nothing's happening. Why do you stop? And so I'm like basically killing myself from poisonous pork ass, and I swear it was not good. It wasn't good. like it tasted good, but I could tell it was rotten. And the townspeople, they come by and they're like, "Ooh, we found you," but they didn't. And they're like, "Oh my God, there's this random pork butt here. I wonder what happened there. Was someone eating a pork butt here?" And I'm like, "Oh no." And so I go back into the town and I go to this bar and I'm like, "I'm in a bar now." And I'm like, "I can't turn into a werewolf while I'm in a bar. That's illegal. I can't do that. That's like I don't know, prohibition or something, some stupid reason." And so I'm like, as long as I stay inside this bar. Then I start growing a mullet and I'm like, no. And so I run out of the bar and I go to the next bar and my mullet starts to recede back into my head. And I'm like, phew. And this happens like 20 times. And then I wake up and I think to myself, wow, I have a problem. I have a lot of problems. And that was my dream. Hopefully my next dreams aren't my next few dreams aren't as disturbing. I'm not gonna lie, it was genuinely terrifying growing a mullet. I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna lie, it was not entertaining. So yeah, there it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy having the knowledge that, or rather, the image put in your head of me with a mullet. Then again, you guys don't know what I look like probably, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoy imagining what I look like and then putting a mullet on top of that. And I'll see you in the next video. And with that, bye-bye.